I added color to an acrylic fluid pour, and I'll tell you what I mean next. Hello everybody, welcome. I'm so happy you're here with me today. My name is Soraya. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Now today I wanted to show you this beautiful painting. It's a fluid pour, and what I meant by adding color is that I let it dry. Now because it was so neutral, I was able to add the colors that I wanted in the places that I wanted. So that makes a big difference because when you're doing your fluid pours, often you don't have a lot of control over how the colors blend together. And if you've ever tried it, you know what I mean. So in this case, I was able to add exactly the color where I wanted to add the color. So I call that enhanced pours or embellishments. So keep watching to see how I did this. So to start off, I thought I'd show you the paints that I used. It's only 3 colors along with the Liquitex matte medium. Right away, I knew that that top part where it was light, I wanted to paint some of it in the light blue color. And from there, it went on so smoothly. It was really a joy to embellish this painting. I sing next. You've got to give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. You've got to laugh a little, cry a little, until the clouds roll by a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. So when I'm adding the colors, I'm looking for places where it would make sense to me, to my eye, where it would look beautiful. And so I put the colors down there and kind of make sure that it's dispersed throughout the painting. You don't want to have too much blue on one side and not enough. It won't look balanced. So that's what I'm doing here. It is really amazing the difference 3 colors made to this painting. As you know, I love contrasts, and some of the darker areas were quite beautiful. I just wanted to embellish those areas just a little bit more. You can see here that my brush is well worn. I use this all the time. It's covered in paint, and it's one of my favorite kind of brushes, the Filbert brush. This painting already had a lot of beautiful details, but I'm just adding in places more detail where I think it would benefit. I love to have a lot of movement in my paintings, and these lines really give that
a sense of movement as well as pointing to the focal point. This painting has quickly become one of my all-time favorites. It is not a very large piece, only 30 inches by 30 inches, and in a way I wish it was bigger, but I love every inch of this painting now. Leave a comment to let me know what you think of this painting. I showed you at the beginning of the painting how I started off by adding blue to this section. Here I'm going back and adding some more of the same color without any of the Liquitex matte medium. By omitting the matte medium, the color is more intense, and so when you place it next to that section where it had the matte medium, it almost looks like it's a different hue. I like to darken up each corner of the painting to form a vignette, and that subconsciously brings the viewer's eye towards the middle of the painting. I wasn't sure whether I was going to add any more color to this section because it was already so beautiful, but I am so glad that I added this grayish blue to it. It made all the difference to it. So if you're ever stuck or you're unsure about adding color somewhere, you're a little bit afraid of ruining a painting, I think you should just go for it. You could easily keep a cloth nearby, paper towel, and wipe it off right away if you don't like it. But it's good to experiment with different colors and different hues of color so that you get something totally different. Sometimes it's hard to know when is the painting finished. Have I added enough detail, enough color? And the best way for me to find out is really to step back and take a look at the overall painting and see what you see then. And then that will tell you if you need to add more color or it needs more balance or more detail. That's probably the best way to do it. Another trick would be to take a picture and then you take a look at the picture. And I know that sounds funny because you're standing right there looking at it, but when you take a picture, it is a different sort of viewing than you would normally be standing there looking at it directly. So I decided not to speed up any of the segments. I'm showing you exactly at the speed that I paint normally. I have to be more careful as I slow down, or I can just be a little faster and when I'm adding some color. So I wanted to show you that. That being said, this painting did take me quite a few hours to paint and over a couple of days, and I did do a lot of editing as well, so I've given you the highlights here. You know, I always talk about adding detail, and that's what I'm doing here. Sometimes it is a fine line between adding it and having too much where it becomes too busy. But I think in my eye, this worked out perfectly. This is my original poem, and it tells you how I feel about my art. In my mind, in the depths of my mind, it begins. Within, my soul stirs, an exciting anticipation, the possibilities. The brush to canvas starts the journey. What creativity, the paint, oh, so many hues, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, changes, profuse changes, unhurried. Acceptance is a miracle, at last a completion, fulfillment, a resolution, vibrations within. Tell me it is done, the journey's complete, a revelation of pride, joy, wonder, celebrations in abundance, love, tenderness, and warmth. I reveal myself, perhaps too much. Acceptance is love. This is me, who I am, the me I love. This is me. Thank you for indulging me in listening to my poem. I'll have the words in the description area if you want to look at it again more closely. I really appreciate it. The poem is called This Is Me. So here is the painting in daylight, and I just love it. It is so beautiful. I think these color changes were exactly what I needed for this. Look at that. So I toned down some of the yellow, and I brought in the three kind of blue colors and changed it just a little bit, not too much, but I think it really made a big difference, such an impact to this. It's kind of small painting. It's only 30 by 30. But yeah, it is so beautiful. Looks like it's glowing. Click on the link you see now to see more of my enhanced pours. I have named this painting Essential. Join my Facebook group called Soraya Silvestri Artist, Amazing Abstracts, Semi-Abstracts and Pours. The link is in the description area below. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell and give this video a thumbs up.